Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be putting some mud flaps on my Ford Fiesta car. Here are the instructions that Ford give you, which is really appalling really. It's mainly just pictures, no text to tell you how to put them on. So we're going to be putting on the front and the rear. I've already put two on because a lot of putting these on is guesswork, trying to figure out what goes where really. So I'll just show you what you need to put them on. They do say it's easy to take the wheels off and use a jack, but you don't need to. So I'll just show you what I'll be using to put these on. So what you'll probably need is some screwdrivers, a hammer, and what you might call a hexagon attachment for a screwdriver. That's so you can obviously screw in the first part of what we need to do. I'll show you that in a bit, but this is mainly what you need. You don't need a jack to do it. It would make it a lot easier, however, but hopefully this video will be a little bit more insightful and more useful than the Ford manual that they give you. Right, the first thing you need to do is to take that screw off, and once we've done that, I'll show you what you do next. Okay, once we've taken that screw off, which you can easily do by unscrewing it a little bit with the screwdriver, and lift it off with a flathead screwdriver, and it'll come off quite easily. Then all you need to do is fit this on there. It should be quite easy to fit on, like so. I'll show you underneath on how it should look in terms of the little bit of plastic that sticks out. Okay, that's how it should look. Basically all you're going to be doing is attaching a clamp to that bit of plastic that sticks out, and it's really relatively easy. Right, so we've got it on quite snugly there. So what you're going to be looking for out of your kit that you've got is one of these screws, which basically screws into the hole there. You want to be using that hexagon screwdriver that I mentioned, a bit similar to what you might have on an Apple computer, for example, if you're trying to open the back of it. And all you do is just screw that in. There is obviously some sort of protective plastic that goes around the inner part of your tyre on the wheel arch, and that actually screws into it. So don't be too worried if that's there, because you're putting this on top of it and you screw into it. So now you've got a clip, what you want to be doing is clipping it on like so. You can use some pliers, or if you've got quite strong hands, it should go. Now once you've got that on properly, all you need to do is screw that back in. It should really click into place. So screw that back into place. I find it a bit easier sometimes to unscrew the plastic a little bit, because all it is a little plastic screw, if you can see that. So you just basically push that back in. You should hear it click. Right, when you've done that, the underside part that I showed you earlier, basically the clamp here, and basically that hooks onto that bit of plastic there, and that basically you just screw that in. So I'll do that and I'll show you how it looks afterwards. Okay, so there's the clamp on. It does take a while trying to get it on, because obviously you're doing it upside down and from behind, but it can be done without using a jack. Just wanted to show you what it looks like when it's been put on. And there you go, that's the finished article, and you can do it without a jack. Just wanted to show you how it's done. Right guys, the rear mud flap is a bit more of a hassle because obviously you can't turn the wheel. Yes, you could take the wheel off and use a car jack, but it is quite lengthy and load of hassle, and if you haven't got a jack, what do you do? So basically I'm going to more or less show you how to put it on. It's quite simple, but it does require a lot of elbow grease because there are some plugs in the back of where you want to put this that you have to pull out, which do take a lot of work doing. These are the plugs you need to pull out. You can do it with a screwdriver and a lot of effort without doing any sort of damage to your vehicle, but hopefully showing you how you go about doing this might be helpful. So I don't know if you can see in the video, but there are some plugs there that we need to get out, and the only way of doing that really is getting a screwdriver in there and just prying it out, and that's what we'll be doing. So basically out of here you'll pull out these two plugs, and you need to do that because when you put the rear mud flap on, they give you two similar things to these to push in, and that's all to it really. The only hard part is really getting these out of there. Just use a screwdriver and basically wedge it out little by little, and they will come out. You can see we've got 3 clips, which basically we've got 3 clips there that go on the slots there, there and there, and then we've got these 2 plugs which go in the whole recesses there and there. So I'll get on with that and I'll obviously show you how it looks when it's finally on. Right, so hopefully you can see in this picture that I've put the clips on as best as I could. Obviously, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a plug there and a plug there that's pushed in. It's not hugely secure in terms of the plugs, but what matters is this is on securely, and that's more or less how you put a mud flap kit on your car. Hope this video was a little bit helpful. It takes a lot of effort, but it's worthwhile in the end, I guess. Here's the final look. As you can see, it does give a little bit of a difference to how your vehicle looks. Right, so that's how you put a mud flap kit on your vehicle. I hope you found this useful, and thank you for watching.